Long ago, on the continent of Elib, there was a most dangerous game called the Squid Game. Who survived and who met with a terrible fate? Here, have a seat. Listen as I retell the story through a tier list. As you can see, there are already some spoilers on the screen. For the tastiest viewing EXP, go watch Squid Game and play Fire Emblem 7. Now that you've been warned, let's go. I challenge you to figure out who the mastermind is. A hint? Someone so scared of tug-of-war that they didn't participate in any of the games. Thinking caps on! Let's begin the first game. Red light, green light. Ugh, I really don't like this game. I don't think I've ever won it before. But back then, they didn't have those fancy schmancy los videos juegos, so there was a little imp very excited about the events transpiring. That would be Nino. So Nino bravely charges forward with her awkward, smuggish, cute smile and says, "I'll do my best." Well, her best just wasn't good enough. Guns shouldn't have been invented at that time. But something went bang! And then Nino collapsed on the floor. The wooden morph, who happened to look like Sonia, Nino's adoptive mom, continued to sing as though nothing had happened. Actually, maybe a bit creepier than that because it had some ara energy inside as well. Priscilla is the best healer in Fire Emblem 7, so she rushes into the fray with her horse and staff. Calling out to all of the anima spirits in her vicinity, Priscilla tried her best to heal Nino, but Nino couldn't be healed. Nino was already dead. This is to be expected. Nino is an Est archetype character. Those happen to be very squishy when you're training them early on. Priscilla, however, doesn't read strategy manuals, and she is appalled. She cries out, "Physic! Recover! Mend!" Nothing works. With some unease, she slowly retreats backwards with her horse, and gets shot. So, I don't know about you, but I think that Rebecca is the girl who would have a nasty loud scream! As Priscilla gets trampled on by her own horse, blood splatters onto Rebecca's face. Rebecca defies my expectations and lets out a gentle, "Ew, gosh darn it, gotta wash myself in the river now." Her mistake was thinking that she could, exodus the gamers and wash herself in the river, but that was a no-no, so she got kerplooied. Florina is hiding behind Hector. She'll need to spread her wings eventually to make it to the finish line, but for now, she's fine. The one who sustained injury from the shock was Merlinus, because he's a big coward and we all know that. Whoever created this version of Squid Game was a very generous person indeed. The map was no cog of destiny. Tiny map. Hold your ponies. Some Fire Emblem characters are slow. Oswin, Hector, Wallace. What do you mean you can only move 4 spaces? Fine. It's not like they had the time to take off their armor, but this is just sad. Dead. Even Oswin, he's just Ozluz. Most curious of all, there was one player in the game who was alive until the final second, but didn't cross the finish line and wasn't wearing armor. That unit was Jafar, hugging Nino's cold, lifeless body. Tears cascaded down his eyes. Jafar didn't make it far.